Hercules. The name itself echoes through the ages as a symbol of strength, courage, and epic adventures. But of all his legendary labors, one stands out as a journey into the unknown, a quest that took him to the edge of the world and beyond. This is the story of Hercules and the cattle of Geryon. After completing 8 impossible labors, Hercules was given his 10th task, yes, 10th, because the 2nd and 5th were disqualified. His mission? To steal the cattle of Geryon, a monstrous giant with 3 bodies, 6 arms, and a reputation for being, well, terrifying. To accomplish his 10th labor, Hercules had to journey to the end of the world. Eurystheus ordered the hero to bring him the cattle of the monster Geryon. Geryon was the son of Chrysaor and Coleroe. Chrysaor had sprung from the body of the Gorgon Medusa after Perseus beheaded her, and Coleroe was the daughter of 2 titans, Oceanus and Tethys. With such distinguished lineage, it is no surprise that Geryon himself was quite unique. It seems that Geryon had 3 heads and 3 sets of legs all joined at the waist. Because apparently, stealing cattle from a regular giant wasn't challenging enough. No, it had to be a triple-threat giant with a herd of prized red cattle guarded by a 2-headed dog named Orthus. Oh, and let's not forget the giant herdsman, Eurytion. Geryon lived on an island called Erythia, which was near the boundary of Europe and Libya. On this island, Geryon kept a herd of red cattle guarded by Cerberus's brother, Orthus, a 2-headed hound, and the herdsman Eurytion. Hercules set off for Erythia, encountering and promptly killing many wild beasts along the way, and he came to the place where Libya met Europe. Here, Apollodorus tells us, Hercules built 2 massive mountains, one in Europe and one in Libya, to commemorate his extensive journey. Other accounts say that Hercules split one mountain into 2. Either way, these mountains became known as the Gates or Pillars of Hercules. The strait Hercules made when he broke the mountain apart is now called the Strait of Gibraltar, between Spain and Morocco, the gateway from the Mediterranean Sea to the Atlantic Ocean. Once on the island, Hercules wasted no time. He confronted Orthus, the 2-headed dog, and Eurytion, the herdsman. With his trusty club and bow, Hercules took them down faster than you can say, 3-bodied giant. But Geryon wasn't about to let his prized cattle go without a fight. The battle was legendary. Geryon, with his 3 bodies and 6 weapons, seemed unstoppable. But Hercules had one secret weapon, his wit. He aimed his arrows at Geryon's weak spot, a single point where all 3 bodies connected. With one well-placed shot, Geryon fell, and the cattle were his. The stealing of the cattle was not such a difficult task, compared to the trouble Hercules had bringing the herd back to Greece. In Liguria, 2 sons of Poseidon, the god of the sea, tried to steal the cattle, so he killed them. At Rhegium, a bull got loose and jumped into the sea. The bull swam to Sicily and then made its way to the neighboring country. The escaped bull was found by a ruler named Eryx, another of Poseidon's sons, and Eryx put this bull into his own herd. Meanwhile, Hercules was searching for the runaway animal. He temporarily entrusted the rest of the herd to the god Hephaestus, and went after the bull. He found it in Eryx's herd, but the king would return it only if the hero could beat him in a wrestling contest. Never one to shy away from competition, Hercules beat Eryx 3 times in wrestling, killed the king, took back the bull, and returned it to the herd. Even the strongest man in the world couldn't catch a break. Hercules made it to the edge of the Ionian Sea, with the end of his journey finally in sight. Hera, however, was not about to let the hero accomplish this labor. She sent a gadfly to attack the cattle, and the herd scattered far and wide. Now, Hercules had to run around Thrace gathering the escaped cows. Finally, he regrouped the herd and, blaming his troubles on the river Strymon in Thrace, he filled the river with rocks, making it unnavigable. Then, he brought the cattle of Geryon to Eurystheus, who sacrificed the herd to Hera. And so, Hercules completed his 10th labor, proving once again that no challenge was too great for the son of Zeus. But his journey was far from over. With 2 more labors to go, the stakes would only get higher. Stay tuned for the next chapter in the epic saga of Hercules.